All right, good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be here for talking about why it matters to get your pricing right. So hopefully all of you are already familiar with me. I'm Isabel Spradlin. I've owned my own full-time massage practice, my only source of income, since 2007. So I'm just a couple months shy of 10 years, and I am so passionate about passing this information on to you about how you can build your practice quickly so that you can have the practice of your dreams and the income of your dreams. And I really believe that pricing is one of the foundational things that gets us there, that gets us into a practice where we can help as many people as possible and not be completely depleted by helping as many people as possible. And of course, just from a business perspective, your pricing must be in order to make your business really viable for the long term. So right now, that's sort of the quick overview, the 10-second overview of why we're here for this next few minutes. And I just want to run through the three primary things that pricing, the right pricing for your practice, and then sticking to that pricing, what that does for your practice. So, and especially as you're in your growth stages. So the first thing that it is so important to understand is that your pricing builds your credibility. And so often we think about pricing in terms of, well, I want everybody to be able to afford it, or, I have certain clients who I know can't afford a higher rate, or I just feel uncomfortable charging a higher rate, or never discounting, or only discounting a little bit for a very specific reason for a very limited amount of time. But here's the secret that very few people ever talk about, which is clients are only comfortable with your pricing when you are comfortable with your pricing. And if you are worried about money while you're in session with your clients, you have your hands on your sessions, on your clients during your sessions, and in the back of your mind, you're wondering, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay my other bills? I need this amount of money to do this that's so important to me, and I don't have that. And if that is running on a loop in the back of your mind or freaking you out, it makes it really hard to be present with your clients in session. And they don't deserve that. They need your full attention. They need you to be present. They need you to be, for the most part, we're all human. There are going to be times when you're stressed out during a session. Your good boundaries will keep that clean with your clients. But you can't constantly have this churning stuff in the back of your mind, especially when it's something that you have absolute and direct control over, which is your pricing. So if you find yourself resenting your clients or resenting the amount of time that you are putting into running your business because you're not making enough money from it, really think about this, because that comes through. Whether or not you think your clients are noticing any of your hesitations around that, it makes you less credible. And they may not realize what they're feeling, they may just feel kind of uncomfortable. But if your prices are too discounted or too low, that will actually drive away lots of clients. So getting the right prices for your practice really does help to establish your credibility, sort of on the subconscious level that I'm talking about. But also, when's the last time that you really thought, like, oh, that person charges bargain basement prices, they must be the best? Very rare, right? So I'm not saying you have to charge the highest prices around, but really think about what it says about your work, the quality of your work, the quality of attention, the support in between sessions, the intake, the follow-up, your space, your physical space that you're in. Think about what your pricing says about all of that. Because if you are trying to run a really high quality, high touch, very caring, very put together sessions with your clients, and your prices are really low, or they're constantly discounted, there's a dissonance there, and you want to be really careful of what that says, not just to your current clients, but to prospective clients. So, we talk about this in all of the work that I do in more depth. Right now, we're just doing an overview. but really think about what that says and how you get yourself to reflect in your prices your actual credibility in your community, not just in the massage community, but in the community at large. So really, really think about this credibility issue. This is a huge, massive piece of really nailing it with your pricing, which, by the way, we have the pricing, I think it's called Nail Down Your Prices workshop this evening at 6:30 Pacific. If you are struggling with any of this, please, please, please sign yourself up for that. It's on the Academy, the Massage Business Academy page. Just click into that class calendar. If you need a direct link, it's yourmassagepractice.com/events, and that'll take you right to the class calendar page. Sign yourself up. This is so foundational. Okay, so the second thing why it matters to get our pricing right is that the right prices protect your energy. Because the reality is that you only have so much energy to give in the course of any given day or the course of any given week. And if your prices are low, and that's, you get to decide. And I don't want a whole lot of judgment around this. I'm not trying to judge you for whatever prices you're charging. I'm just trying to bring out the reasons that it may not be serving you or your clients very well. So if you have lots of clients coming in at a very low rate, that's a lot of physical, emotional, mental work, boundaries, the whole thing that you have to hold in order to give your clients really great sessions. And if your prices are too low, it is probably draining a significant amount of your energy. And then of course we go back to, it could be draining your energy in that subconscious way if you're still, if your prices are too low and you're not bringing in enough money into your life, then, and that churn is going on in the back of your mind, it's sucking your energy away from what you can really, really offer to clients in session. So that's no good. We don't want that, and getting your prices right can really, truly solve that problem. The last thing, and I mentioned it before, I mentioned it right in the very beginning, is that having the right pricing really establishes the long-term viability of your business. So I know when we're working in a healing capacity or a helping capacity, however you talk about that for yourself in your practice, we are hesitant to think about and really focus on the fact that we're not just helping, we're also running a business. And it's all part of the same big, intertwined, beautiful thing that we're doing. But if you neglect the long-term prospects of your business, meaning if you can never afford to take a vacation, or you can't afford to pay your bills, or you can't afford to contribute to a retirement account, or have a savings account, or whatever that looks like for you, or whatever other values you have in your life, if you can't protect the long-term viability of your business, then of course you're not going to be able to stay in business, and then you're not going to be able to give this help, to do this stuff that you love doing, to engage with people in this helping, nurturing way that really impacts their life. So if you are not taking your responsibility for protecting the long-term viability of your business, then your clients suffer because you go away eventually, or because you're so downtrodden and so beat down by the process of churning through too many clients at the wrong price, then your clients suffer too, as well as you. And there's this overall problem, of course, of when practices burn out, when you burn out of your private practice, that affects our whole industry. So there's a lot of different levels going on here. Hi Joyce, glad you're here. We're actually just about getting done, but I'm so glad you joined in. So anyway, I just wanted to bring up all of these things because your credibility definitely is part of your pricing, getting your pricing right. Protecting your energy, that is a huge piece of why it's important to get your prices right. And then of course, if you want to continue to serve your people into the long term, you must have your prices right so that you can maintain a long-term business. Cool. Okay, so we're at the end of our time together. The replay will be up on the blog very shortly. I'm so excited to be doing this. Remember the Getting Your Prices Right workshop, where we cover in detail how to do all of this stuff. So this is why it's important. In the workshop tonight, we're going to cover exactly how to get your prices right, because I know that it can be kind of tricky. All right, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.